So I also before we touch on the final topic here, I also wanted to quickly just touch on obviously like BBLs. Again, nothing too thing or whatever. This is I want to base this just around self love and or self awareness, however you guys want to call it. Yeah, BBLs. And again, I'm not just talking about men. I mean, I'm not just talking about women. I also want to start talking about men as well because obviously over the last few years we realized obviously men go Turkey to do their hairlines and all of these things as well. Men have started to do even more to themselves as well.
Steroids.
Right. Yeah, like to a certain degree, like what are your thoughts on just again? It's not about just women. This is just literally about man and women just literally doing the most, doing extra thing to enhance their bodies or like for me, obviously I have private conversation and I say it's about self-love and other things as well. But what are your thoughts just in general, like in terms of like men going Turkey, women doing BBLs and all of these things just in general, like
this is a thing that people need to understand. A lot of these things that's coming about is all new. It's all man-made products. So whereas those that people say, well, I've had it done and it's fine. You know what? You're just lucky. You was just lucky. And over the last few years, so many things have gone wrong.
Proper wrong. People have died.
You know, so many things that have gone wrong. People have died. And we keep saying, back to education. You know, yes, it looks good. Yes, you might feel all right. But you know what? Like a car, it needs maintenance. This is the thing they don't tell people. You know, they think people have this image that they just have this quick fix and that's it for the rest of their life. No, you've got to keep it up. People spend thousands of pounds of their savings to get something done. Oh no, guess what? Next year you've got to do it all again. You've got to keep it up. They're not told this. And then what? Next year you don't have the money. Guess what? It all falls apart. So, whereas, some people have benefited from it. And yes, they look nice. And yes, they have the money to keep it going. But what about those that don't? What about those it goes horribly wrong? And they don't have the money to correct it. They don't realise what they're putting in their bodies. It's all very well. You want to feel nice about yourself. You want to feel good about, but with safety and know what you're doing. Know what you're putting in to yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
And like I said, for a lot of these people, it is trial and error. Everybody, they're just guinea pigs. This is all we are.
Yeah, going on.
They're just using us as guinea pigs. Okay, well, it didn't work out with that person. Okay, well, let's try this.
And then
see what happens.
Something else goes wrong.
Something else. They're just using us as guinea pigs because it wasn't around before. So whatever they're doing now is trial and error. Yeah, maybe 50 years from now, they might have mastered it. But during that time, there's a lot of people going to get hurt. And there's going to be the rare lucky one that can say, oh, look at me. I did it. And this is the thing. Everybody focuses on the one that got it right. Not the millions of other people that, didn't end up so fortunate. They keep focusing on, oh, but look at that person. She had it done. Look how nice she looks. Right? But they don't tell you, well, she has to go back every year to get this done. You got to find the money. It's not just a quick fix. It's not just something that you have once and that's it for the rest of your life. These guys with the steroids, they're pumping into themselves. Eventually, your body's going to go, can't do this anymore. Your body's going to go on shutdown. It's not happening. I see guys pump with steroids. They're pumping it there. One arm might be like, yeah, that's fine. The other arm's like, no, it's not happening. Do you get what I'm saying? This is the reality of it. And but then some people, they've come so far.
They can't stop.
Can't stop. And they've got to keep it going because what? Social media is liking their image. Social media is loving it.
These fitness.
Now, if they go back to how they was before, they're not going to get the same amount of views. They're not going to get... And now it's all about likes. It's all about views, and people now feed on that. How many people have liked my picture? How many people have liked my page? I've got to keep going. They're injecting themselves. They've got to be more muscly. They've got to be more big. But then, unfortunately, Some of them, they wake up in the morning and the body says it's not happening.
Yeah, that's the bad thing, because I've been watching him, like there's so many like these gym enthusiasts.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they look, don't get me wrong, they look good.
Yeah.
But you know, even though they say they're not natty, they haven't taken anything, they don't do the blood work.
Yeah.
I need to take another stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the thing.
And what makes it wrong is that they're making it seem like it's easily achievable. Like, I know if I go to the gym today and for a month, I ain't gonna be looking like you.
No. It's over a long period of time. It's a long period of time.
And there's these, like, that's where all these other things that they're taking is like enhancements to improve themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like they should tell, these gym enthusiasts should tell the people what's really going on.
Right.
So
Can't
you don't get all these other people trying to go gym and thinking, if
they get the wrong image. The wrong image. It's the added things that gets pumped in, and each time they go to gym, it's like they try to push themselves a bit more. Yeah. Some guys have done some serious injuries at the gym, pushing themselves. Yeah, they literally, their shoulders have just collapsed because they've I'm gonna go a bit more, go a bit more.
Not knowing that person is taking some.
You know, and it's wrong. But you said they focus on the ones that have made it. They focus on the ones that do look good. You know, and the thing is, the gym people, they're making money.
Yeah.
They're making money. So why are they going to stop? Why are they going to tell you the dangers? You know, if you want to go and do that, it's up to you. You know, but like I said, it is, you've got to educate. It's like, it's fine, looking after yourself, being nice, but knowing about the dangers.
Yeah.
And the young people, they just see these magazines and that looks beautiful, that looks nice. Yeah, you got to maintain that now. You've got to keep that up.
Yeah.
See all these Botox places that just popped up all of a sudden.
Yeah.
All Botox. Yeah, you got to keep that up now.
We even had, I think you know her as well. She's a photographer. You know the young girl, Holly?
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah. Her sister was here.
Yeah, I remember.
And she sells dogs. Her sister sells dogs. What's her sister's name? I forgot. And I think she does. I think she's done them, or she does it to people. Remember?
Yeah, right. She was saying.
Yeah.
And again, she was just talking about it, like in terms of like, even though she does it, she just talking about to like each person is their own. Like even some of these things, like, you know, nobody's getting forced to do this, whatever. People make decisions to do something.
No, but it's the thing as well, because it's man-made products. What might work for you might not work. I might have an allergy. I might have some reaction to something.
That's crazy.
And they're not talking about that.
No.
You know, so whereas she might inject him, and his face is all blown up, you know, because something chemical is that had a bad reaction. They're not showing the pictures of the bad reactions.
Yeah, talk about the
bad
side effects.
They're not showing that. You don't see that on social media. Look, this is what happened to that person. Look, this. They're not showing that. If they showed more of that, people would think twice.
Because there's also a lot of bodybuilders that have died based on what they've been doing to their bodies.
That's right.
No one's been speaking about that.
No one speaks about that. No one speaks about the bad side. No one speaks about where you push yourself and you've now ruined your shoulder. You can't do nothing for the rest of your life. You can't even go. Your life has totally changed. Nobody speaks about that. You know, nobody speaks about the guys where, you know what, I want to stop now. But you know what, I can't. Because what's going to happen to my body? All my muscles, they're gone. People can't see me like this. Guess what? They just keep going till they die.
Yeah, the BBLs or the females that talk about how it's gone wrong. So
yeah. And then now you have to live with that.
Yeah.
So as bad as it is, they need to show the downside of it. They need to show, you know what? If you got an allergy and this happened, this is what your face is going to look like.
I think also, I think some of these people are, they're out there, but I think obviously, you know, like with social media in terms of censoring, algorithm, all of these things, I feel like there's people out there probably, no, a lot probably, but I feel like there's certain people out there maybe still trying to share the stories, but like what you said, like social media, algorithm, the things that are getting pushed more are, you know, the other side of like people who, you know, who are successful at it, or even advertising, as you're going to say. Because I feel like, remember, this is like, I don't know if it's billions or obviously it's multi-million businesses, this kind of thing.
Marketing.
And you know, like you both know, like probably the last thing a lot of these big companies want is a lot of people coming out saying this didn't work or whatever, because it'll fuck up their money. You get me?
Of course. So it's all about money. And yet again, money is back to the government generating money. You know, so like I said, the politics, they're in charge.
Crazy.
They are all in charge, and they determine what can go on for what don't go on. You know, they could put a stop to all this, but it's generating money for the government, for the country.
Yeah. Before we conclude, like for me personally, my word of the weekend is basically like, I don't know who's gonna take this in, listen or not listen to it, but this is just around about idolizing celebrities, you know, like basically, you know, the conversation we had earlier where people you don't really know, obviously it's cool, all of us get inspired by different people. Life should be about, you see people, they inspire you to do your own thing, right? But I feel like, especially the younger generation, innit, because some adults, they're just gone, innit, you can't really change their fucking mind, excuse my French. But I'm talking to any youngster out there, just be careful who you idolize, you get me? Because I feel like more than ever, like every year, every month, every few months, whatever, now, people who we used to look up to, you know, people used to go crazy over, like, you know, things are coming out about a lot of people, not even just one person, you know, there's so many different people, like all of these people now, you know, people who have been doing crazy things and whatnot. It's not just music artists, so many different people, because again, like I said, you know, like you see people who fanatic fans, whatever they call it, you know, people who meet people and they scream.
The thing about this, and this is how I educate the children. People only show you the best side of them. All right. So where all these fans and celebrities, you see them in that moment. Yeah, they're looking nice. They're just stepping out of a car. They're going into a fancy restaurant. You just see the lifestyle. They're dripping with gold and everything. That's all you see. And they're like, I want to be like that person. That's going to be me one day. And then it becomes obsessive because this is all they see. The next day, they see the same person, probably driving another car. They're like, wow. And then it just escalates and escalates. Well, what people need to understand is just those split seconds. It's just for show. It's not real. It's not real at the end of the day. And it's just saying, as they say, see me, live with me, two different things. Yeah. So I see you today. You only show me the best side of you.
It's marketing.
You know, I'm not going to see what you look like in the evening when you come home stressed from work. I'm not going to see that side to you. I just see what you want me to see. And this is what these youngsters need to understand. These celebrities are just showing them what they want them to see.
They're a product themselves.
They're a product. Yeah, they're a product. But they don't get it. Asked to go and meet that celebrity and as a big fan and hang out with them, you think you get anywhere near them? No. And it's bad because they're not living. Unfortunately, they're not living in the real world. You know, if I'm a celebrity and someone says, yeah, can I meet you? Of course. Can I sign a book? Yeah, of course. I'm like, no, you stay there. You know, but it's also generating money, isn't it?
That's the problem.
You know, but yeah, they just show you the good side. You know, they don't show you the other side. They don't show you the stressful side of things. Or and so the thing is as well, some of those celebrities, some of them just want to live an ordinary life, but they can't. Because now they've created this image. And everybody wants to see that image. So they can't just, you know, go to the corner shop or whatever. They can't be seen as that. People are going to snap a picture. Look, someone going to their local Tesco's. No, that's not the image. So they have a stressful time themselves, the celebrities.
100%,
You know, I think they have a worse time than us because we're free to walk down the high road. They can't do that. They are still restricted. You know, and as much as they might have all this money, they're restricted in what they can do. You know, if they just want they have to have their bodyguards or whatever with them. They can't just do normal work. So really, do you want that celebrity lifestyle? I don't know.
It's true. It's true. You know what they say? That be careful what you wish for, innit?
Yeah. Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Because then, with every status, it becomes more harder.
Yeah.
You know, you're not free. You're not free. You know. So yeah.
And some people, and also as well, what I want to add on to that as well, I want to remind people as well, like, you know, like, regardless of how much money certain people have got, how successful certain people have got, yes, a lot of people manage to tap into their higher self somehow or work for years to achieve all of these things. But I think to any young person who's going to be watching this, just always keep at the back of your mind, like, if you strip away all of these things, the money, the fame from all of these people, you're always going to get two sides of people, the good and the bad. Because why? People are only humans at the end of the day, regardless of like what people achieve, you get me? And like what I said, like some of these young kids, obviously sometimes, you know, they're just like you said, because they get shown just like, you know, the good things or whatever. They actually, they get bombarded just with that one side of the story. Like, they literally forget, like, these are just humans. And I think, like what I said earlier, that's why some of these kids, they end up going crazy over the celebrities, because it's like, yo, it's cool. But yeah, man, we just want to say, we just love you all, and we just want to make sure, like, you remember, man, you know, you don't lose yourself in these people. You don't lose yourself in these celebrities, and whatever you get.
All that glitters isn't gold.
And what you have to understand is, money doesn't always buy you health. And that's the thing. There's a lot of celebrities dying now. If they could use that money and buy themselves health, that would be nice. But it doesn't go that way. You know, so this is what people need to realize. It doesn't matter how much money you got, it can only take you to a certain point.
It's only gonna get worse before it
you know
good.
It's only gonna take you to a certain point. You know, you got a lot of celebrities dying of cancer, whatever. Would it be nice to take your millions and just be cured? You know, so it's not all about money at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's true. Like, anything else you'd like to, you know, to talk to the people about, anything that, you know, some things people can look out for, you know, with you.
We've got a few projects in mind for the Teddies, but, you know, as you know, until it comes confirmed, my dream this year was for the catwalk, and we've achieved. And it's also, and now with this lady mentioning about a friend, I think the next stage is to now talk about mental health with regards to men, and I think we need to tap in more to that, and that's the next thing I'm looking to go into, because it is a big problem. And the thing is, we have another generation of boys coming along, which we don't want things getting worse. You know, we don't want things getting worse. So it's now, for me personally, targeting that side of it, you know, and that really touched me, knowing that a person, you know, couldn't feel the need, they could talk, or they could say anything or express their emotions, so they had to commit their life. You know, they had to take their life. How sad and bad is that? That you just couldn't say to someone, look, I'm a bit down because of this image. You know, and I think that's, for me personally, to do more of that. And, you know, for men, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to say, look, I'm not happy. I'm feeling sad today. You know, that is okay. But it's going to take time with the way social is right now, and this image that they're building up, but it's damaging. You know, and it's damaging, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop.
Like, before we conclude as well, final one, like, talking about men's mental health, like, how is your mental health?
My mental health, see the thing is as well, for me as well, I've used the Teddies for my own personal reasons as well. So whereas I'm in helping others, the Teddies are helping me. So, and it's a lot of feedback that I was getting while I'm using the Teddies. People are saying, is that how it feels to have a cuddle? that I've cuddled this teddy. Is that how it feels to have a cuddle?
Wow.
You know, that has been, you know, emotional side. People have like, it's brought back the inner child in me. I never had a toy as a child. Can I hold Teddy? Can I feel? But they feel because they're big people now, oh, we can't be seen as that. So it's brought a whole new thing altogether. Whereas like people, can I have a cuddle with a Teddy? Like, it's a cuddle. I've never had a cuddle before. Like, what? So it's a whole new thing where certain people are taking things for granted. And for me, oh yeah, it's Teddy gonna, and it was like, wow, no, that's too much for me, because it's the emotional side.
Of course,
You know, I never had that as a child. I wouldn't know, or my parents were a certain way, especially like the Caribbean side of it. You know, like showing affection. You know, so it's brought in a whole new twist of how do you your emotions. You know, your emotions for me. So certain situations I go into and then realising actually this has brought out something in this person that I probably didn't even realise. Or I didn't even realise what effect it was going to be. You know, so yeah, it's a learning curve. It's a learning journey for me as well.
Mental health is going to be a good look.
So you definitely say like the teddies definitely like, you know, help you with your mental health as well, like you said.
Oh yeah, 100%. And with the teddies as well. Whatever thoughts are going on in my, I can use the teddies to do that.
Okay.
You know, so if I want to go to a bikers event, maybe secretly I might want to go, but I can't really go. But you know what, I could take the teddies. I can use the teddies as an excuse. You know, if I want to go to art gallery, I can't. But you know what, I'll take the teddies to art gallery. Yeah, I've got the teddies. You know, so I'm pushing back for me. I'm also doing things that I probably wouldn't have normally done. You know, I wouldn't know, but because I got the teddies, oh yes, the teddies ain't like, let me go to a football match. So I take the teddies there. Teddies really want to watch the football. But so it's also helped me as well. Things that I might not have done before, I'm now doing. And that sort of thing for also as well, for people yourself, you know, you got dreams. Start putting those dreams into reality. And it is possible. You can do it. You know, and don't let anybody discourage you from following your dreams, from pursuing it. You know, even if you just start off with looking at it as a hobby, you know what, my dreams is going to be hopping. Before you know it, it's taken over. Before you know what, I've got to give up my job. I need to actually pursue my dream now. You know, so yeah, follow your dreams, people.
Come on. You know, nah, honestly, it's always a pleasure to have you on the red chair. You know, it's been another beautiful conversation. Brenda, you get me? I was even going to say like big up to my ends, but I don't want to trigger more people. This time I'm not going to call them the N-word. My brothers, you get me? Like big, yeah, man, nice. Always lovely to see them again.
Nice to be here.
You know, and to catch up with you as well. So yeah, Brenda, honestly, thank you so much once again.
Thank you.
For this beautiful conversation.
Thank you.
Peace and love, yeah? Each and every time.
Part three.
Come on, let the people know already.
Part three.
You know what I mean? Let the people know already. Part 3 loading
Part
as we
three,
speak.
part
You get me?
three.
Part 3 is already, we've already put into the universe. You get me? Part 3. Yeah, man, absolutely, man.
We'll be back.
Absolutely. Brenda, thank you so much,
Thank
yeah?
you.
Peace and love.
Take care.
Cheers.